Do.
It's the pod. Pookie, I'm ready. Take off the sunglasses for this moment.
Wow, this is... Oh, that's so cute! This is
We
so
forgot to light it, guys. Fuck.
Wait, this is so cute.
Happy 10th pod to us. Happy 10th pod. I didn't see the hands.
Hello. So Maddie was like... I love how I'm holding the mic. Maddie was like, we should dress up. And then I was like, oh, that's so funny. This bitch beat me to the punch. I'm going to do a bit where I come in dressed like a fool. And then Maddie texted me about like an hour before she got here. Hey, do you have any tape? And I went, oh my God, I'm really about to beat this bitch to the punch. She thinks she's going to pull one on me. No, she did something cute. I thought she was, and then I was going to try to prank her. I thought like you were going to do like a substance and like tape my face over your face like thing. But this is cuter.
I love this. I love this for us. This is iconic.
Yeah, I'm an alpha wolf. I don't know why the dagger is here, but I thought it would help with like the effects with
absolutely.
the
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Feels like you're committing. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Welcome to the pod.
Yeah, welcome to the gay pod.
You can't see that in frame at all, but we just blew out
a candle.
a candle.
Ah! I'm actually gonna take these off. They were funny for the moment, but the gag is, I think one of my animals might have peed on them because this one kind of smells like pee, and I'm gonna take these over here and put them down. But I'll stay dressed like this for the rest of it.
I'm gonna say that was Percy.
Yeah, kinda.
Are we framed up good?
We're framed up. It says rec, so I think we're good.
Oh, like record.
Yeah. You thought it meant like rec.
Rec. I was like, oh God. I was like, oh
over,
God.
it's over.
Jeez.
No,
I'm
but
a camera person.
hi.
What's up, girl?
Oh my God.
How are you?
I'm good. It's the first like nice day in Portland.
Yes.
So that's why if you can hear like life being lived outside, I am also totally one to respect like the studio silence, but honestly, I like this. I like that people can hear where I'm at. I don't know why. It also gives us something to talk about if something fucking crazy happens.
The tea is there's always something going outside Antonio's place.
The bus.
The bus.
If you ever hear
20
that,
minutes.
that's the bus.
The 4. Shout out the 4.
Shout out the 4.
Shout out TriMet.
Yeah, shout out TriMet, actually. Some of your employees, kind of scary. But otherwise, y'all do a great job. There's this one really nice guy who drives the 44 who takes me to work every morning. Really sweet guy.
Love.
Yeah.
I love that.
How are you?
I'm great.
It's the 10th episode.
We finally, honestly, it does feel like such a like milestone for us. Like we have committed, we have sat 10 weeks down. Like even though they haven't been
well, this next 10 will be
It don't matter.
This next 10 will be consecutive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get better at doing like scheduling. And then like on top of that as well, like I know I'm traveling at the end of May and then you're probably going to travel sometime in the summer. Even though you haven't told me about it, I just know it's going to happen for you. I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting for you. But yeah, oh my God. Sadly, our producer isn't in the room, but that means we get to talk about like whatever we want.
Yes. Speaking of,
but also shout out Mac. Shout out. I just want to give a few. Oh, what's that?
It's a little surprise.
Should I shout out? I'll do the surprise first.
Out.
Okay,
no,
I just want to give everyone who's been watching this long like a shout out. I'll name some of you by name because I know Emma. Girl, shout out. You've been here since day one. Massive supporter. Love seeing you come out every week.
Thank you for commenting. Girl.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Genuinely.
And then Lynn, we love you, girl. Hi. Like I know this is how you semi keep up with me. And it's also how you keep up with like Maddie and whatever it is we're into. But girl, you also got to watch The Substance. Heard that, T. You got to tap in. It's so good.
See, Mom, we got to tap in.
Yeah.
Substance. I'll watch it with you. I'll hold your hand. It's a little scary, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's what I'm probably going to have to do with my mom.
Yes.
Also, Who else? Let's see. Shout out Mac, obviously our producer and also another longtime fan. Shout out Stebs. Shout out Elena.
Stebs.
I know y'all are listening. And if you want to be shouted out, like, comment on our stuff.
Yeah.
You know, follow us on our Instagram and on our TikTok. I'll do the little YouTube dings and they'll pop up right here. But yeah, okay. What do you have so much planned?
It's literally just this.
I know. It was a cupcake. You got cookies. Maddie did our lovely banner. And now it's a card. I'm so excited.
What can I say?
Yeah, literally. No, also a producer credit in the comments. Oh my God. Wait. Okay. Should I do like a
I showed the girls, but you can do it.
Oh, so up close again. This is my way to check that the camera's still recording and also
Real as fuck.
to show you this. Oh my God, the artwork. Also, I think Maddie knows that I'm a sentimental person and keep almost everything, regardless of where it's from. Like I have a lot of D&D dice, but you want to know what else I have a lot of? The containers and boxes they came in. But okay.
It's nothing too crazy. I just want to say, like, you know, well, you'll see. You'll see.
If you're gonna make me cry, that's fucked up.
I don't know about cry, but it's definitely something.
Woohoo! Oh my God, chat! It's literally chat. Sorry, guys. It's That's so funny. I just saw the back. There's topics on the back that I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna read them out yet. Copyright. No, you're gay. I'm gay. Are you good or what? Congratulations. Happy 10th episode. Oh my God, it's autographed. Shut up. I love this, actually.
I did a little autograph.
Yeah, this is now the most valuable thing in my collection. And then on the back are the topics, but can't see that.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. That's so cute. I feel like a 10-year-old. I feel like it's my unofficial birthday party.
Yeah, it is.
This
It's
is
all for you.
Oh my God! Wait, you haven't seen The Omen?
No.
In the Omen, it's a horror movie, by the way. I'll put the poster right here. On Damien's, like, he's a kid that got adopted into this rich family, but he's kind of weird, and you find out through a bunch of events that he's like the child of Satan.
Oh,
like
swag.
he is straight up like the second coming of the devil. And you find this out because on his like 6th birthday, I think, just because, you know, Omen 6. 666, yeah. His nanny gets up like on the balcony at his birthday party and she goes, "You see, Damien? It's all for you." And then she jumps off the balcony and she had tied something around her neck. And there's a really good slow-mo shot of her swinging back into the mirror or into the window below.
Oh my God.
And then everyone obviously is scarred. But
Diva down.
to make a long motherfucking story short, that's why I said that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Because you were like, it's all for you.
It is for us.
Gag it.
Hey.
I have a balcony.
All right. Well.
No, I don't even think it's a far enough drop to the ground to achieve anything.
But, okay, so on that note.
Speaking of convincing your friends to do crazy things. Yellowjackets.
Wait.
Was my segue kind of fire?
Wait, no, it was. 'Cause you ate.
I also feel like I'm gonna get eaten is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
He said Antler King.
I said Antler King. Like, this is a recycled Halloween costume, which again might come off in the middle of all of this because, like we said in the beginning, it's fucking hot here. It's hot.
Yellowjackets, holy shit.
You talk about Yellowjackets. I'm gonna do something to my laptop because I don't like that it keeps falling asleep.
Okay. Swag. So the last time that we talked about Yellowjackets, it felt like the show was moving in places and we just it was just like there was no answers to anything. And now spoilers now we have introduced a completely new party. I think it was episode 6, maybe 5, cannot remember. 6, we'll go with 6. I the end of the episode, some hikers find the girls.
Yeah.
Them doing their ritual after, Natalie killed Coach Ben.
Okay, I'm not okay. So Mercy killed. I'm really gonna throw.
100%.
I think it's fair to throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Shauna Shipman.
You're crazy, and I love you.
Yeah, I love you. I'm not gonna lie. Bash and I have been Bash. Shout out Bash. Also our producer helped us hang up the banner because he's tall. But we in that one episode became Shauna Shipman haters. But it was hard because we both knew it was coming, but we just disagreed with how it went down. As soon as they were like, we're gonna have a trial, Bash and I were like, oh, so an hour of bullshit. We were like, cool, so I'm gonna watch someone fight for their life for Ben, and it's not gonna matter because he's not one of the people that comes back from the wilderness. So I just was like, I would have much preferred a hunt, a hide and seek 2 episodes. Yeah, a hobble. I really would have loved that just to show them. I don't know, maybe because I'm a freaky little dude. I would have loved to have seen them been more animalistic freaks. How we get to the point where we see them in episode 1. I want to see a little bit with the chase scene in the beginning. I thought it would have been a good moment to echo that again, but do the chase thing, but dangerous. They kind of did it with the hikers in this most recent episode, but I think with Coach Ben, it would have showed us that they enjoy this. They were hunting him down because of some bullshit that Thaisa did, mind you. And because Mari is... I love dumb characters, but there's dumb, fun, and then there's dumb annoying. And Mari...
She's so annoying. Fuck Mari.
But also her one-liners are gas.
They're awesome. She's written so perfectly.
Yeah.
The goal of her character is for you to hate her, and I fucking hate her. So kudos.
This last... She kind of woke the fuck up. I think a lot of girls also in this last episode woke the fuck up.
100%.
And I like that, but I already know how that's going to go. Because if you're not a believer in the wilderness, guess what the wilderness is going to say about you?
Bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, straight up.
I also want to
circle... This is crazy, by the way.
I want to circle back to you saying you hate Shauna Shipman.
No. Wait. You're bringing me back on track.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is... Shauna Shipman, Bash and I were haters, but then every time it goes to adult Shauna, I'm like, wait, this is just a traumatized young girl, just an adult body. And I think the thing that really woke me up and made me go, I shouldn't hate her because I want characters like this. Y'all want a complex female character until it's Shauna Shipman, and then you fucking hate her. Because really, but it's also a testament to how good the writing is. Bash and, not to call him out, but a TV show is good if it gets the room rowdy. If we're yelling at the screen with no one else around us, that's how you know the show is fucking banging and you're invested.
Also, we should go to Shauna's backstory because I think everybody forgets that this is all taken in a 14-month span, 16-month. Hey, that's less than a year and a half.
Yeah.
Hey. She literally had a baby, and the baby died.
Yeah, and then she had a nightmare about people eating it, which I'm not going to lie. I've had some pretty scary nightmares. If I had nightmares about my best friends eating my baby, I think low-key, you lock me up.
Yeah.
I'm going in the psych ward because I'll never be able to forget it.
Well, and I mean, also her best friend dies. Her potential lover.
You guys are not... Y'all aren't hearing us. Y'all are not hearing us because legitimately...
If you don't think Jackie Shauna was real, I just think that you don't have eyes. I really don't.
But there are also so many other examples in media of times before this, and I'm going to throw us back to Sunday night. We were getting drinks, being gay and whatever, and I'm sorry, but Elphaba and Galinda... Sure, they were best friends and they were there for each other, and one of them betrayed another in a horrible way that resulted in maybe one of them dying, to the public's knowledge. But my thing is, when you have two complex female characters and they're that close to each other, and then one of them later on is sapphic, you know that they You just know. You know that they were like semi-crushing. And also to say that like if Shauna were to bring it up to Jackie and if Jackie were still around, RIP my girl Jackie. But love you for haunting the narrative because low key, as you should, your crash out was very appropriate. 100%. And the fact that the wilderness ate you up like that,
God, the saddest way too.
The wilderness just couldn't handle a real ass bitch.
No,
in a fake ass world.
Literally.
Yeah.
Jackie was the leader.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, like, to wrap that all up on them being into each other, we have so many other examples. Like I said, Elphaba and Galinda, like, being the predominant one, also still, like, in the popular culture zeitgeist right now. We're sure you can interpret them as best friends, but it makes the story a lot more impactful if you imagine them as romantically involved with each other.
No. They were not best friends. Those were lovers.
Yes.
You don't fuck your best friend's lover to smell your best friend on his neck.
You also don't have a weird codependent relationship with your best friend and put her in makeup and eat her ear. And eat her.
Fry her up.
Yeah.
Cook her
I'm not going to say, I think I already talked about it on this podcast, but low key, how come Cook Jackie kind of wanted a piece?
It looks.
Should we cut that?
Hey, no, actually, I was going to double down on that.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They did that on purpose too. That was crazy.
They really did. I said, wait, that just looks like some nice pulled pork.
And another example of, is this show supernatural or is it not? Because you can't tell me the woods didn't know what it was doing when it was chefing Jackie up.
Right?
Chefing Jackie up like an uncle on the 4th of July. Like, it was crazy. But then, like, we learned that these screams are just frogs, which is so funny. But,
that's crazy.
But also, I was like, well, they could only hear that with a microphone. But someone on Twitter was like, no, dude, they were so, like, in touch with their senses that sounded to them like screaming.
Absolutely.
And it only started happening recently to them because it wasn't a thing in season 1 or season 2.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that they were, like, really on their hunter-gatherer shit.
They've been out there. They've had nothing. They've had cannibalism.
Like, also,
they've had to...
we know where the pit came from and why it's there.
Yes.
It took
problem solved.
It took a second for it to sink in for Bash and I, but when I can't remember what happened that made us think about it, but I was like, oh, that dude said something about emergency rations buried out there in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the emergency rations for like the frog scientists if they got lost.
Shit.
Yeah,
bitch.
dog.
Actually, that just clicked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why there was like MRE stuff.
Duh.
But that was in the cave, bro.
This Kodiak character is really interesting to me.
So who was Coach Ben? Coach Ben was talking to them on the radio. Remember? Wait,
did you just cook?
Wait, I might have actually. Remember? But he was in a cave though. Would that shit work in a cave?
Maybe? They're in the fucking wilderness. Wait, you cooked there. Wait, you cooked.
Because we were like, who the fuck is he talking to? And we knew, even when he was on the brink of death, he wasn't hallucinating or crazy.
He just wanted to die. Yeah, you're so right. Oh my god. Wait, that's a great theory, actually. But I guess
I can't wait for this to go crazy on TikTok.
Then I just pose, like, not to, like, be a fucking bummer, but, like...
No, you have to be. No, you have to be.
Why would he have not tried to go find those people? Why did those people not...
I don't think, because they didn't have theirs on. I think it's like a thing where you communicate to a central tower that communicates back to you. It's not like a briefcase to briefcase situation.
I would like to second that, and I really love that theory. Also...
We have to go back and see what it looked like when he opened it.
Yes.
But that makes...
That makes a lot of sense. Because then he's literally the bridge. Because Kodiak would have known. Kodiak would have had to know something.
Bash. So you know how... I'm sorry I'm doing this in the middle of the pod episode, but this is literally like...
We've been stewing on this for a hot minute.
So let me posit you this. Also, shout out Bash. Bash is in the studio. So, you know how when we were like in Yellow Jackets, when Coach Ben is in that cave and there's that scene where you can't see who he's talking to, but he's talking to someone around the corner? And then you also know how the frog people said that there was like a backup, like emergency kit buried out in the woods. And that was the emergency kit that he found in that pit, which ultimately becomes how that frogger dies. Oh my fucking God. But the gag is that what if in that emergency ration box was the second briefcase, like that can talk to a tower. And that's who he was talking to. Maddie was also like, then he's also literally their bridge home.
And they killed him.
And they also don't know that it's in there.
He was wrong for killing him,
No,
by the way.
not at all.
Absolutely not. I mean they, as in the rest of them.
Yes.
But isn't that kind of crazy? Do you think we cooked?
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense.
Guys!
Oh my God.
Guys!
Wait.
Or he was hallucinating because he was in the caves. But
But he didn't even hallucinate when he was on the brink of death.
it's true. It's true.
But he was in the caves.
True. Maybe. Oh, wait.
No, but no, they weren't. He was outside the pit.
Yeah. Also, the cave that they went into to find him, though, that wasn't the... I mean, was it the same cave? I think it was, but they went deeper, but I don't think they were that deep. Because Mari didn't say she was tripping, and they were practically in the same room, save for a stone wall.
They had that conversation. I'd have to go back and rewatch it when it was just them two.
Wait, also, shout out Simon. Simon's in the studio. Hi, Simon. What are you doing in the corner there, bud? Hi. I'm going to let him out. But yeah, wait. Okay.
I really like that theory.
We should move on before we keep going crazy about Yellow Jackets. How long have we been working? 23 minutes on Yellow
sorry.
Jackets. But they get the TikTok clips, though.
I know.
Simon! Hey, Simon. Simon has exited the studio. Everyone give it up for Simon. And Bash. Give it up for Bash and Simon. Yay!
The clap track insert. Now.
Yeah, literally. The same one for Mac, too.
Yes.
But shout out Mac.
Come on, Matt.
You can't watch this episode, Pookie. Sorry.
Not until 24 minutes.
Yeah.
in.
So here's the next topic.
Wait, no, time out.
Oop.
I got Tonio and I drinks.
Wait, I'm parched. Yeah, wait.
Because it was our 10th episode,
And also, we always get a caffeinated beverage before the podcast.
We do. And I was like, he was like, surprised me with what flavor. And I was like, ooh, let's like see. So I had the baristas chef it up.
Tastes like Red Bull.
It's an Italian Red Bull with a fruit flavor in it. And I told him that he has to wait in.
Ew, the ASMR is probably nasty. I'm probably gonna.
You don't know. Some people are kind of into that.
Yeah. It's good. Like, what's crazy is I get a lot of these Italian Red Bulls from Brave Neighbor. Shout out Brave Neighbor. But honestly, that one tastes a lot sweeter and like more tart than a lot of the other ones I've had. And it's red. I can kind of see that through the thing. Actually, though, can I take it out of the disguise cup? Well, it has what it is written on it, though, right?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Ew. Oh, she was stuck. Okay, just don't like look on the back side of it.
Okay. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah.
Is it pomegranate?
Bitch,
Okay. I'm cooking. Yeah, I'm cooking.
Got that.
I'm cooking.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
Oh my god, wait. I was like, there's no way in hell he's getting this. Who the hell is going to gress pomegranate?
Low key, can I tell you why though?
Tell me.
The color.
Is it the color?
Yeah, but also the taste. Like
Did
it's
you see this one? What this one was?
No.
Here, do you want to try?
Sure. This is not. We're not complying by rules on set. Sorry, guys.
We literally smoke the same joint like every day. So.
Real. Pina colada? No. I don't know.
I'm gonna take one more guess.
No.
Peach.
Ooh.
It's a peach.
See, I saw white on there, and I'm like, don't tell me this is white chocolate. Like, I was like, do not tell me this is white chocolate, actually. Okay. Does it matter if the Earth is flat is a crazy first topic for this podcast on our 10th episode because it might be the last one if this is a legitimate thought by my co-host, Maddie.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
Whoa! You better fucking chill.
Wait,
You better chill out.
Listen! I'm not denying that the Earth is round. I'm just saying, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter that we know that the Earth is round?
I think I just heard Bash stop doing what he was doing. There are...
I know that there's a
I'm
reason.
so
I know
sorry.
that there's a reason.
Well, like science. Like a lot of science depends on the fact that the
shit,
Earth is
but,
round.
like-
We also have like pictures.
Well, it's not... I'm not
And video.
arguing the fact that it's
No, I know, but
important.
like...
I'm arguing the fact of we know it. We'll use it to our ability.
Well, someone
Other than that, why does it matter?
It's because someone somewhere maybe has done it, but like a lot of things on a scientific level would be different about our Earth if that were the case. For example, if we are flat, how wide are we? And if we are super wide, how are we orbiting the sun without touching or being able to be super... Like, it just messes with... The question then becomes, it just messes with our perception. Like,
Yeah.
you would even think a game like Minecraft, with how 2D it is, would ask that question, but they literally are on a floating cube.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the answer.
Yeah.
But it only matters from the perspective of, like... Because you know how day and night happens?
Guys,
Because the Earth rotates, you know? And like
But
we
why?
could be on a
But
we could
why
be on a giant
does it
we could
matter?
be on a giant
Other than science and other than day and night, does it matter?
A lot of things don't matter. Science doesn't matter, unfortunately. That's a great question. I don't know. Yeah, wow. I'm really just taken aback. Sorry, guys. I thought this conversation was gonna get too real.
No. I'm not. No, because I'm not a flat earther, and I'm not saying that the Earth is flat. I'm just saying, other than science, why does it matter? I should have put the asterisk of other than science. Obviously, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, scientists, come at me, bro. Like,
I hope you're just ready for being on TikTok.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, real. Because like, that's a really good question, though. Like, could you imagine, like, it's really funny to picture our Earth, instead of being spherical, picturing it being a giant fucking Monopoly board rotating this fast, flying through nothing.
Why can't our world be a giant cup of coffee and we're just all swimming in it?
That's probably the highest thing that's been said on camera. That probably, yeah. But that's a great question. I don't know if I have the answer. Maybe when we have our first guest on, we'll ask them that question and see what they say.
It's okay, you know.
No, we should. That's a really funny fucking question. It's kind of trolling. Like, you're literally being like, so why? So who cares, actually? You're literally going, so who cares about that? Yeah, straight up. Who cares? Who cares?
I mean,
You're so real, bestie.
I'm just saying, like, why does it matter?
I love it. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, science and shit. Okay?
I love doing this with you. We cannot stop doing this. The 10th episode cannot be our final one, actually.
No, it's not going to be. We fucking made an Instagram for this shit. We're not.
We did.
You know how
I did post a
embarrassing that would
TikTok.
be if we just stopped.
Very embarrassing.
That's just we can't.
Cut to.
Yeah. Hey, wait! Don't manifest that.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
We're manifesting good vibes.
Yeah, because like
the rest of the pod.
Discord pod is coming soon, and I know the episode it's going to be for. So even if we're not in the same place, we'll be able to do it.
We've been talking about that, so get ready. It might not feel the same, but
We're gonna do, like, I think for every 10 episodes, like, I would say doing this is way different than what we've been doing and something like we planned for. So I think that every 10 episodes we should have one episode where we like
chill.
Well, like we do something crazy. Like we change the format, like we do something different, like, you know, something crazy.
Give us suggestions. What would you like to see us do for the
Yeah,
pod?
straight up. I have a couple good ideas. I'll throw one out right now. Maybe it'll be no, I don't want to paywall it, but maybe low-key we do paywall it. I think it would be really... No, I'm not going to... No.
What the fuck? No.
Yeah, no. I'm only saying that because it involves, like, a lot of other people, but, like... one episode of the Gay Pod that's just
Who are we gonna charge? Our moms?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to charge for it, but it's literally because it involves other people. Doing one of our D&D sessions for just a pod episode would be...
I feel like everybody would be down.
I know. Hey, guys. I'm taking the crown off. Do you want the crown?
Bash. Yeah. Actually.
Real. Actually, I look so good with the fit, too.
Thank you.
So, we're just going to... Because... I think I'm too biased to have an opinion on Ross Lynch.
I know.
And my bias is your opinion, so it's like every time I see you tweet about it, I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. So
I don't know. I just threw it on there because I was like,
Teen Beach Movie is great.
I have this problem.
Isn't he Mormon?
I don't know. That I don't know.
He seems like a religious type. Also, have you seen that picture of him with the Jonas Brothers, with R5 and the Jonas Brothers? And someone said, "Isn't this MAGACon?"
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say
what?
That was Big Time Rush.
That's so funny. They all look the same.
Big Time Rush and the Jonas Brothers. Okay.
Wait, does that mean I'm a hater if I really wanted that to be them? But wouldn't it be more funny if it was
It
them?
really would have been fucking hilarious.
Two of the worst Disney Channel bands come to... No, Jonas Brothers. Like, I sing it ironically, I think. I don't think I'll ever put a Jonas Brothers song on legitimately.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. I love the Joe Bros, though. Well, their old stuff. Their new stuff, I'm just like, meh, it's like hit or miss. You could take it or leave it.
Two of them became game show hosts.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
The show was kind of cooking. It had a crazy crash out on it.
Oh, who?
I forgot the celebrity, but someone, I think it was Tom Hanks's, like, niece or something like that. No, not Chet Hanks.
Okay.
No, maybe it wasn't Tom Cruise. No, maybe it wasn't Tom Hanks then. Anyway, it was like one of those older celebrities, like a distant relative. She was on it and she crashed out because she got guessed and voted out.
Oh, girl.
Very funny.
It's really not that big of a deal.
No. Tiffany New York Pollard, Trader season 4.
I saw that Trader.
You know she's going to be out
potentially-
episode 1.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Stop.
Did you see that Mary Cosby?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that would eat.
Yeah.
I love Mary Cosby.
I like that we just ran through the different spectrums of TV.
That's kind of how our conversations work.
Oh, so real.
This is literally just us chatting.
No, because this is the time to talk about it.
No, exactly.
We were like, honestly, we might as well record it so that way we have a better memory of it to stand 10 toes down. And This is me coming to you live, America, on March 25th, 2025, telling you Anya Nerve is the best winner we've had in a long time on RuPaul's Drag Race. If anyone else wins, it's rigged. Like our election. I'm cooking.
They're going to come get you.
That's okay. Waste their time 2025. And then, yeah, I mean, how do you feel about our winner?
She's clearly been the best. Has been consistent, and when even not at her best, she has still been better than a lot of the other queens.
Straight up.
I don't think that there is another valid winner. I think Anya Nerve is the only choice. I will also stand 10 toes down on this. As much as I love Jewel Sparkles. Like, I think she might be one of my favorite drag queens ever. I think she's just so fun. I think she's just so poppy and flirty, and I love it.
Might need to host the pit stop.
Yes! Wait, that would eat.
But I saw someone say Corey King should host the pit stop.
Yeah. Honestly.
Please.
I love Corey. But no, I still think that Anya is better than Jules in like every category. I mean, it's just not. It's like not. I've said this before. It's just not even fair.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a fair race. Anya is just on a different fucking level. It kind of feels like Sasha Colby.
I saw someone make that comparison.
It really does. I don't know. Like, I love Anya.
Like, the cool thing is, like, at least in some regards, it feels close. Like, our top 5, one of the best top 5s in a long time.
Agreed.
I would dare say since it was,
Willow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Willow, Pill, and them.
100%.
Yeah, dude. And I've had a really, really, really good time just watching this top 5 get to this place. And the cool thing is, this season has felt like the queens were all kind of iconic in their own way, either online or offline. And I think that it's just a testament to, like, the producers and casting directors of this show kind of know what's up. Like, they really do. Like, they really lock the fuck in. They kind of, it felt like they picked a people's princess for every section of Drag Race.
Yes.
But the overall consensus is just that Anya Nerve, like, from the minute she came on the screen, like, let's call it, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, when we were watching all of the Meet the Queens, like, from the look, immediately I liked it because it was unique and it was really different from a lot of, like, the pretty girls who just did wet hair. I really liked the, like, rock aesthetic of it. But it wasn't until I watched her Meet the Queens interview where I said, uh-oh, like, she might be my favorite. And then I remember being like, I would like to see Lexi Love, like, up there. Unfortunately, the edit that Lexi Love has given herself, and I think she would say that's fair. I think, like, she would say that that's fair because she's talked about being like, yeah, I've crashed out. Like, I think that I've been like, damn, like, I really liked you, but Anya Nerve has just been so nice and so charismatic. And even when she did scandalous shit, I still was like, gag it. Like, because if nobody there's holding a grudge, then obviously she did something to redeem herself. Or she's just a good person that they were like, you know what? It's chill. That's real as fuck. It's also grown. Like, I don't know. It's also feels like weird, newer age reality TV. Like, it's not as, it's still catty, but at least they show the girls making up instead 100%. Of like old days Drag Race. Like, they sometimes wouldn't show the apology. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a really also well edited season of Drag Race, I think.
100%. Who do you think top 3 is going to be?
Anya Nerve, Lexi Love. You're gonna hate me because it's not the real answer. I would like to see Jewel Sparkles.
I would love to see Jules. I don't think she is going to be in top 3.
Sadly.
I think that's what you want, but what do you think is gonna
Sam Starr.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Anya, Sam, and you're gonna hate this. I do think Susie's gonna sneak in.
Oh, I totally forgot about her.
I think Susie's sneaking in.
Clock it. I totally forgot. I totally was like, oop, I forgot about Susie too. Yeah.
I love Lexi. I think the edit that they've given her is...
The girls are beating up on her this season too.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Calling her old and she's what, 33?
Yeah. Also, wasn't it crazy that, like, Anya Nerve and Susie Toot were, like, right in that last episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
They asked us that question. We answered it. It's not that deep. Actually, it's a calculated answer, and they're telling you they know it was calculated. So funny, but I love them. But they're sisters. Like, they're fighting like sisters too, which is fun.
It feels like it's like all gonna be forgiven at the end.
Yeah, they also know how to give us good TV.
Facts.
Like, even though Joella has had one of the worst looks most recent on Drag Race history, it's gonna be the most memorable.
Yeah. You know what? You're so right.
Thank you. We're cooking.
We are cooking.
Holy shit, we're already 40 minutes in.
Okay,
wait, this is crazy.
go.
This might be an extra long one. I'm just gonna, yeah.
We're cooking. I made sure the SD was full this time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna low key bring it up.
Oh no.
The Adore You Brittany Broski cover.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
I did too.
It ate. We always knew she could sing, so yeah.
100%. I my immediate reaction was actually her kombucha reaction. I said, ooh, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah,
and I said,
me
wait.
too. It was a real 360.
Wait.
It was when we started. It was when I understood what she was doing. I was like, I got you.
I said, I love this, actually.
Yeah. And she ate it. The looks, too, also really, really helped, in my opinion. Like, really, really helped.
Also, wait, this outfit, okay, Michael Clifford.
Yeah, no, I kind of, I wore this to work today. I went into work today just because I wanted to get some more stuff done. I'm making some social media posts for them, and I'm having fun doing it. I've sent you some of the stuff that I'm doing, and it low-key, like, I've never ate harder in my life, actually.
Honestly, you're really killing it.
Yeah.
Canva eats.
Yeah, Canva eats. And free Canva's crazy.
Yes.
Literally, the Gay Pod poster was made with a Canva free trial. Like, if you're genuinely curious, like, I know it looks cheesy, but that's on purpose. But the fact that it had so much accessibility was super cool, and I fucking loved Canva. Shout out Canva.
Shout out Canva.
If you want to sponsor us, please, I will keep using your shit.
Thanks.
But
shout out Michael Clifford.
Oh God, who's that? Oh, 8. Yeah.
5 seconds of summer.
I feel like I'm back in middle school or high school. Actually.
Honestly, I
wore
love
this
it
in
though.
college too.
You did.
Okay, actually.
That was a college staple.
Yeah. Except I wore blue jeans, which kind of sucked. Like, it was very dadcore. But now I have cargo pants. I want corduroy pants, and I actually kind of think I might do some overalls, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Wait, you could totally pull off some overalls.
Thanks.
Some,
I think
black
so.
Overalls
Yeah, I think so. I saw my mom get them, and I said, "Wait, I might kind of eat." Hold on. But. Yeah, Adore You by Brittany Broski. Great. Go check it out. We love Brittany Broski.
Love Brittany Broski.
Let's talk about D&D last week.
D&D!
So, I had 2 surprises.
Yes.
What did you think?
He absolutely is one of the most craftiest GMs ever. Like, genuinely... So the way that this was all set up was awesome. We're sitting at the table. We're kind of just, like, picking up from our last session. We were, like, just finished an encounter, and we were leveling up, and my character and one of our other characters, played by Dan, his name is Fen, we're like, let's go to the bar. Like, we want to get freaky turned up, and then we'll go to bed, because we need a long rest. So we, like, make our way over to the bar after, like, our other 2 party members were like, oh, fine. And then we get there, we start getting into it, and Antonio's like, you know, you see this big, burly man with pale, kind of grayish skin walk in. He's, like, bald, yada, yada. And he goes, I think I have somebody who can play this. Or says something along those lines.
Also, again, he was in the studio earlier. Shout out Simon. Like, Simon loved surprises and also surprise guests in our apartment. So there was really no way that I could slyly sneak somebody into the apartment to show up at a designated time. So it really was, I just kind of like, I was like, I was texting Miguel, I was like, you got to come in at like 6:22. Like, because he had gotten down here at like 5:30 and he was hanging out waiting for me to like get you guys to that point.
Yeah.
And so when we finally got there, I brought him up inside and dude.
The reveal was everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt it coming just because Antonio had mentioned it before, but it was like...
I let it slip in front of Bash like 3 times. I kept going, yeah, when Miguel joins D&D, and then I kept going, if that happens, like, wouldn't that be crazy? It was really bad.
No, like, you kind of teased it, but it made it seem like he was only coming for, like, 1 or 2 sessions.
No.
Baby's here for the whole season!
There's a reason he picked Druid. After the vampire fight, I said, they got fucking wrecked. They got beat an inch within their life. Like, yes. You just need to know that. And he goes, I know what I'm going to do. And this is actually a class I've never seen Miguel play. So I'm really excited. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because did he tell you what it is?
No, I don't. Circle of the Moon? Is that what you said? Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love this. I'm so excited. I've known Miguel as long as I've known Antonio, and it's...
Shout out Miguel! Also, shout out Kyle.
Shout out Kyle! I miss you! But I'm just so excited. I love Miguel. He's like one of the best people on this planet, and I just can't wait to get into it. We're playing tomorrow, so
You got Well, we'll see.
actually
No tea.
no tea, just
Low key
facts.
though, even if D&D doesn't happen, everyone's just still come
Okay.
over and we can do something.
A board game?
Yeah, of course a board game.
Perhaps a board game?
No, literally, we had a board game night on Sunday at 8. Like, long short of
So
it,
much
it was
fun.
just a girly time. It was our producer Mac and our producer Bash and myself and Maddie. We went out for some drinks. It was a semi-nice day. We got the best onion rings in the world, I think.
Oh my god, they were so crispy,
so good.
so extra deep fried.
I tried an espresso martini for the first time. That ate.
It was
I got
so good.
drunk off of a drink, guys. It was crazy. We got
Wait, I'm sorry, I have to tell the story.
yeah.
Antonio like has like maybe 4 or 5 sips of his drink. He's like probably got that much gone. And he looks up at me and he goes, "Why am I so drunk right now?" And I go, "Hey baby, you took an edible before this too." And he goes, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah. It was, well, I also like I had eaten lunch at like 3, and by that point it was already like close to 7 or
Yeah.
6, and so I was pretty hungry.
No, me too.
Thank God we got food. And then we played Wingspan and partook in more recreational drug usage. I'm saying it in a safe for work way, I guess. And had Taco Bell and then called it a night. It was a close game of Wingspan.
It was really close.
We were net. Mac beat me by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah.
Like, it was close.
The tie for third was like 1 point away too.
Yeah, it was. You and Bash were neck and neck,
Ugh.
and even Bash was like, "Had I known more," I'm like, "No, dude. I think you knew what you needed to know. Like, you clocked it pretty fast. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be with me and Maddie.
Correct.
And I'm only 3 points away from Mac.
Correct.
Like,
We were cooking.
Baby needed to give himself more credit because he ate that up. Like, I saw
Yeah,
what
he
he was
did.
doing. It was so good.
No, he was cooking.
A really good get, but like low key, I'm gonna go on the record and say I think I like Wingspan, or I think I like Wormspan more than Wingspan.
That's
feels
fair.
like-
I think I'm the opposite.
It feels like more happens in Wormspan. Like it happens faster. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I like the explore. I love the explore option.
I just like that Wingspan. It's so like it's right there for
Yeah.
you. It's like
Straight
right
up.
there. So there's a lot of components to the game, but it's very once you play it once, like
Yeah.
you've got it. And once you realize that like each time you're gonna have to play it different because you're never gonna get the same cards, is like, oh, okay, so I know what I have to do. I know all the roles.
Like-
but
Is it crazy to say? Also, I got 8 up on board game TikTok.
yeah, you did. You got 8.
Yeah, like it was crazy. I don't know. Like, shout out that guy. I guess I'll put the page right here. But like, I just kind of had an opinion, and then for the first time in my life, like someone responded to my comment with a fucking video, and I was like, oh shit. Then I really said something egregious, and I guess I did. Like, I brought it up to Dan and Luke, and they were like, actually, that take is fucking trash, and I said, uh-oh. So like, I'm allowed to be wrong. I'm allowed to make a mistake. It's not even a mistake, but for the drama of it, like, yeah, I got 8 up. This dude came for me, and I'm like, you know what? I respect that you took the time to explain it to me. I already knew what he explained. Like, I got it.
Do you want to stand your ground? Also, come here.
What's happening? Oh, is my collar? Oh, thanks, Queen. No, but I'm not gonna. I mean, those I think it's just comfortable to say. It's not even like I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. I'm just gonna be like, those types of those conversational party games just aren't for me. I don't know why, and I think mostly it's because I think playing too much Cards Against Humanity might have ruined those types of games for me forever.
So his stance was that Cards Against Humanity and
Wavelengths
have the same like
vibe. Like they're the same. Like they're the same type of game to me. And it's those games where like there's a prompt, someone gives a clue, and then like I don't know, like they're different games mechanically.
yes.
But to me, they're asking the question, or they're begging you to do the same thing, which is like talk about your answer.
Yes.
And I don't know. If I'm playing a game, like I want to play a game with like pieces and stuff, and I want to like have cards and like have my own thing going on. I don't really I don't need that social lubricant to just start talking about whatever. Like, I'm really easy to strike up a conversation with. Like, it's really not, like, no shit. Like, we've been sitting here yapping for what? 58 minutes. Like, so I don't know. I was playing Wavelengths at Dan's and I loved playing it because I thought it was fun. But then there was a point in the game for me where we were talking about, a group of us were talking about what the best kind of whiteout is. And I was like, whoa. Like, something went through my body where I like grabbed Bash. It felt like in anime, there's this thing that happens when a character feels like something in their sixth sense where they like, their eyes widen and like a double version of themselves comes out. Like, I had like a moment where I was like, this is like how adults like hang out. I was like, whoa, like this is a really like, I'm at this part of my life now. Like, does that make sense? Does that sound weird to say? Does that make sense?
You want me to be real?
Yeah.
You sound like a pretentious board game player.
No, I did. Well, it more so, yeah, that's very valid. I more so just was like, oh, wait a second. Like, this is, like, thinking back to when I was a kid and I would watch my parents do this, I'm like, oh, wait, I'm doing that now.
I think the way that you play board games versus, like, your normal, normie,
Yeah.
like, is very completely different. Like,
but what was crazy is you want to know what the second game was that we played that night?
What?
Blood on the Clock Tower.
no, but it's kind of like the same wavelength where it's like, you have to kind of talk through things.
Yeah, I guess, though, for me, it's like, it's the switch between the group that was there, like, played Wavelengths and, like, played it it was fun. Like, I had a good time. But would I ever, if someone was like, do you want to play Wavelengths? I would be like, not really. Like, oh, okay.
Wavelengths is one of those games where it's like, obviously the entire goal of it is to get you talking.
Yeah.
And I would constitute it more as like a party game than like a board game night game.
Yeah.
Like if you're having a party and somebody's like, let's play a game, like that's one that I would
Well,
grab.
talking about the best party game ever, Mario Party.
Yes!
Mario Party.
Let's go!
Mario Party
Go!
we said we have to do that,
Oh
actually.
my god. Should that be a pod episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
it should
cool.
also be a thing that we do, like, soon.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I love Mario Party.
Oh my god, me too. I
my
fucking
God,
love Mario
we
Party
used to-
so much.
He used to do Mario Party like
In our dorm room. And then in my dorm room in
Marathons.
college, my roommates and I had like a whole Mario Party like tournament night where like we were keeping track of how many people won how many games. I might have that notebook somewhere, actually.
I love that.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love Mario Party. I've loved them. I started playing when the one on the Wii came out, Mario Party 8.
Wow.
The best one. But yeah, shout out Mario Party.
Shout out Mario Party.
And that's how we got from D&D to Mario Party. Because I just looked down at the list and I was like, oh yeah, fuck. Shout out for the extra long episode that this pod is going to be, actually.
Shout out.
Because like, I'm looking at how long it's been already. I don't give a... Well, we also started early, too.
We did.
What's the next thing on here? Girl mathing our social batteries.
Girl mathing our social batteries.
How do you feel about that statement?
Girl mathing our...
Social batteries.
I feel like...
This came up because when we were doing the like drinks and board game night on Sunday, Bash and I often have the conversation of like, well, how much do we want to do before we're like,
Love.
the night's over? Like, we feel like we should go home just because like my work schedule's weird. And then like, I understand other people's work schedules and also understand other people have social batteries and stuff like that. So it's like when Bash and I were talking it out, I'm like, so what if we did like a game of Hues and Cues and a game of Wingspan and then went home and called it good? And like, that's like some real shit. Like, I think, I don't know, it kind of lets me know that at some point the night's going to end and I don't have to be like waiting for a time to be like, okay, I got to go.
No, real. When you have like things to do and things planned, it's like very nice because like, hey, when are we... And then you can, like, vibe check. Like,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh, is the vibe good? Should we keep going? Should we throw another game? Like,
Yeah.
because you can always add more, but, like, to start off with a big list is kind of daunting and jarring. And it's like, oh my god, that's a lot of stuff for us to do.
Well, or if it's just like, we'll see what we're going to do. Hey,
actually...
that's why
like
that's why I have a list of things to recommend when people ask that question, because I'm at least like, I can direct it in some way to be like, well, at least if we leave that place, I can be like, oh, well,
we can go here.
yeah.
We can go...
And then it's like, okay, well, after this one thing, like, oh, actually, I got to go. Like, it's getting late. And it had like an end.
Real.
I can't stand when people are like, let's go on a bar crawl. That's my nightmare. That's my actual nightmare. Unless, like, if someone's like, let's drink around for lunch, that makes sense. Because lunch ends at a time and begins at a time. And also, it lets me know that we're going to be going to multiple places with being like, let's just go on a bar crawl. Okay, well, how far are we crawling? Like, if an Uber or a Lyft is involved, it's not a crawl.
Facts. No, that's facts.
Did I wake something up?
That's facts. No, we need more bars in like rows.
We need more
rows.
walkable cities, actually.
Hey, shout out climate and transit.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
No, for real. Like in Chicago, you could totally do that. There's like so many like, streets where you can do that. Portland, I mean, I've only lived here for 3 months, but here I love your street, the street that you live on.
Because I could be like, let's go up the left side of and call it a day.
Exactly. Don't dox yourself.
Because there's also I'm not doxing nothing. Because I just beeped that out. Let's see. Oh, soccer. Explain it in a way that makes sense to me.
Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Okay, so soccer.
I did watch my first Thorns game, like, back in October?
Yes,
September.
September, because I forced Antonio to come with me to the Portland Thorns versus the now Chicago Stars FC, previously Chicago Red Stars. Because I love women's soccer, and I love the NWSL, and I've loved it for about 10 years now, which is actually fucking crazy to say. I saw my first game in 2016, maybe 2015. I was like in high school. How do I explain soccer in like the mechanics of the game, or like the lore? We'll do lore another time.
Yeah.
We'll do mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, here's what I remember from being a kid.
Okay.
There's 2 people in the front. Well, there's 3 people in the front. Like, one person there's 3 people that meet at that center line. And then there's 2 people behind them, and then there's the goalie. Is there the defenders?
Yes. So you start with 11 players on the field.
Work.
And you can have different kind of configurations of how you set those players up. So,
I played soccer from ages 5 to 7.
In D&D, you can pick a class, and then there's like subclasses, right?
Yeah.
So you can have 3 forwards. You can also have 2 forwards. So you can be a Circle of the Moon druid, or you could be a fucking whatever druid.
I understand.
So you have like options. It's not like you're set in stone, locked to one thing, one configuration.
Heard. Because I thought it was like a skill thing at that point. Like when someone's locked in a position like that, it normally means when they're being played like they're the best. So to know that you can switch out, be like, actually, I only want 2 there instead of 3 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really cool. Because then you're like, well, what if we need like a stronger... So there's like 4 positions, 4 general positions. You have your forwards or your strikers. Those are like your barbarians. They're going at it.
Yeah.
Like, they are going to be the scoring ones. Like, they're the powerhouses. And then you have your midfielders who are maybe like a paladin. Like, they are there for general support everywhere. They can go defense, they can go offense, they kind of play in the mid right there. Then you have your defenders. I would go cleric. Like, they are there, they are the lifeline. They're like right before the goalie. And then you have the goalie, which that's pretty That's pretty self-explanatory. If you
Like
don't know
a
what
wizard.
a goalie is, yeah, literally like a fucking wizard.
Well, because like I feel like stopping a goal is literally game changing.
No,
and like
yeah.
some of the spells that wizards cast are kind of game changing.
Facts. Okay, bitch. Okay, yes.
But like that makes sense. Cool. Well, now when I watch a Thorns game, I'm gonna know what the fuck's up. Because also Loki, when it is, that's crazy. Then if you choose to only have, like, right, if you only choose to have 2 forwards and 2 defenders and then a goalie, like that says a lot about the 4 people that are out on that fucking field.
Well, you're always gonna have 11.
Oh, okay.
Unless like you get a red card, because if you get a red card, then that player's out and you can't sub them back in. It's like when you permadie, you're like done for.
Oh
like,
shit!
You're fucking
it's
done.
Like that character is dead forever.
Yeah, it's like dead for the rest of the game. But those are pretty. I wouldn't say rare, but they have to.
I've heard people fake injuries.
Sparse. Oh yeah, I mean, you've got your floppers.
Oh,
Just like
I think
any
I saw a
sport.
really good example of that actually when we were at our last Thorns game.
Probably.
And I want to say it was probably I want to say the Thorns did something to that one girl. No. The Red Stars did something to that one Thorns girl while we were
Probably.
there.
Probably.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, also it happened in Yellowjackets.
At Ty, hey girl, what you doing?
That was crazy. Other Ty's been around longer than you think,
100%.
even when she was a teenager.
No question.
Ooh.
Did you see when she broke Allie's leg? That was other Ty.
That was
I don't-
crazy.
I
Yeah.
don't believe that. But yeah, I love soccer. I actually just went to my first game of the season. Thorns tied.
I didn't go because it was rainy and cold.
But I got to see Kristen Press. Kristen Press is my favorite soccer player of all time. She's like literally what got me into
I love
sport.
Kristen
Press is also gay.
Shout out Kristen Press, I guess.
Shout out Kristen Press. She was on the Chicago Red Stars, and I love her so much. And Tobin Heath. Oh my god. I gotta tell you the gay lore between all this. The gay lore in the soccer world is insane.
I bet it is.
Oh my god. I'll go. That'll be an off-camera thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe and then if I like get enough evidence and facts, I'll bring it up on the pod.
Now you had to bring it back up.
Get
later.
a little cultivating story.
I
of my
expect like a
favorite
Google
ships.
slide like explanation.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Okay.
Favorite movie from the 2000s?
Ooh. Tell me yours.
The only one that's in my brain right now is Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. That's the only one that's in my head.
I love that.
Coraline also is in my head.
You know what I really want to rewatch? Madagascar.
Yo!
Yo, Madagascar fucks.
Madagascar does fuck. Shaun of the Dead.
I never saw Shaun of the Dead.
It's really good.
It's slay.
Um,
Is Scott Pilgrim early 2000s?
yeah,
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
it's a good one. I've never seen it, but I've heard Perks of Being a Wallflower is really good. But no, is that in the teens?
That might be in the teens.
2011, I feel like.
Ugh,
Feels like a very
sick.
2011, 2012 movie.
It might be 2010, but who knows? It might be 2012.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, that was just its own category. And then the last one that I have that I'm kind of geeked to talk about it, Steven Sondheim, more specifically Into the Woods.
Spill.
I think it's time. I think on this 10th episode, I'll wake it up. I have been known to be like not super into musicals, but I think because of Wicked, it's woke something up. Like, it's kind of waking it up. And like also loving the movie Theater Camp kind of reminded me that like, oh shit, like that stuff is fun. So like, let's get into it. Into the Woods. Shout out the car alarm actually that's going on right now. I'm really shaking shit up right now. Into the Woods is a slept on musical, and honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think that while the Disney version is fine, it also is able for it is more easily accessible to kids and to more people, so that way they can find out what Into the Woods is. But I also think that the stage version with Bernadette Peters, and like you can find footage of it on YouTube, and like the graininess also, I feel like for me, adds something.
to it.
Ugh.
100%.
And I think that it speaks to a time when like theater just doesn't hit like that anymore. Like it doesn't, like, here's what I mean by that. It doesn't.
Name a musical that came out in the last 5 years.
Beetlejuice.
That's edging 2019.
No, it's not. You mean like recently?
Yeah, bitch.
Wait, no, because I'm
Got
not.
him.
Wait, no. Wait, pause. Because I'm actually like, the fact that I have one on the tip of my tongue and I can't say anything is kind of making me upset.
No.
Because I've seen stuff about it on Twitter and I'm kind of mad that I can't.
Sunset Boulevard.
No, not that.
That's technically a remake, but I do want to.
I don't know. I really thought I had one there.
Clocked him. Clocked him.
But it says something that I had such an emotional response to be like, wait, let me have a chance.
It
Instead
is.
of just being like, okay, you
Continue
got me.
that sentiment without slandering new musical theater.
I mostly just mean in the sense that like, I think the story of Into the Woods though fits the like, I don't know, the like costuming and the set design and everything just has so much texture. And I don't know, it feels like a storybook. Like it feels like the pages of a storybook. Like they legitimately look like 1980s like storybook characters like walking around on stage.
Totally.
The wolf penis was crazy, but we won't talk about that. But also I think just Bernadette Peters like as that witch is crazy. I saw a TikTok recently of her singing to Rapunzel, like that song about just wanting to stay with her, like trying to say like, hey, outside is scary. You should just stay here with me. And it's just it's beautiful. And also Bernadette Peters, I've learned after Googling for like an hour and a half, is like that bitch
Yes.
in the theater world.
100%.
And I just think her rendition of that song and her character of the witch is so good and is like, it is iconic, I fear, in terms of like an also a stellar character performance.
100%.
I also think all the other characters, I'm not going to lie, I don't know any of the other actors' names, but that's not because one name keeps being listed in the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So it's like, but the whole cast like does such a great job. And also the real reason why I bring this up is Steven Sondheim as like a lyricist and as a composer, I think, because I know he wrote the music or the play. I don't know if he composed it, but he might have. Most of the time they do both.
I think so. Could be wrong.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like that, the finale song is legitimately like, I don't know why it evokes such an emotion out of me, but it is it's so crazy. It's just so crazily written. I can't even bring it to words right now. Like,
Yeah.
when you listen to it after watching like the entire musical, you're like, wow. Like, this all of a sudden has like kind of broken the fourth wall. And it's kind of like, instead of the characters singing to each other, it's like they're singing to the audience.
Yeah.
And like lamenting like everything that was seen. And I don't know, something about that is just like, in a way, like hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Because the woods being the metaphor of like life and stuff like that, and
Yes.
things just happening in life, and like how you lose people in the woods, like
Yep.
crazy. Careful the wish you make, wishes are children. Like what? That line is just, I brought it up to Bash earlier. That line is that is so crazy. Like, I don't care if you were on drugs. How does that come into your brain, dog?
Yeah.
Like, what a crazy, it's just insane. And I just don't think the Disney version captured the magic of that. Meryl Streep, though, whoa. Meryl Streep ate down. But
Meryl
whenever you
Streep,
give
yeah.
Meryl Streep like a witch character, she eats.
Fucking Meryl Streep. Like,
Anna Kendrick ate. I'm not going to lie. Everyone did their big one. Like, it was okay, but I just think that when you go on YouTube and you find like the original stage production.
oh yeah, it's so good.
That also makes it a little bit more special because that was the, like, you can argue that is the vision.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Your thoughts on musical theater?
I love musical theater. I need to rewatch Into the Woods, the bootleg version on YouTube.
Period.
Somewhere.
The slime tutorial.
Shh.
Oh,
don't
sorry.
tell them. Don't let them know.
Sorry.
Unless you want to know. If you just look up your favorite musical and then slime.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. That's all I'll say. I love musical theater. It was such a huge part of my high school experience. I haven't been keeping as up to date with it as I would like to, but God, there's something about it that just fucking evokes so much emotion. Like,
also, fuck you, Hulu, for taking theater camp off.
Fuck you, Hulu.
That's crazy, dog. That's your best
damn.
original movie.
No, for real. Wait, where'd it go?
They just took it off.
It's not anywhere now?
No. You have to rent it.
Okay, swag. We got beef, Hulu.
Yeah.
No, but I love musical theater, and I think it's so underrated, and I think you should listen to more of it. And I will definitely be giving you suggestions now.
Because low-key Wicked woke this up. Like, I'm not going to be fake. Like, I was excited to see Wicked because the production value looked insane, but, like, the singing part I wasn't too excited about. But then I was like, wait, all the singing parts are actually really good. I've rewatched it now 3 times. The first time I've seen it, and then I've watched it 2 more times since it started streaming on Peacock, because what the fuck else would you have a Peacock subscription for?
What are your thoughts on Hamilton?
No.
God damn it. That'll be a hard one.
I
we'll
do
come around to it.
what's kind of crazy, though, I did like the In the Heights movie.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
To be fair, I haven't seen the In the Heights movie.
Melissa
But-
Barrera.
Anthony Ramos. We got beef, sir.
Public.
I loved you, bro. Your music was awesome. Your fucking acting. You're a stellar actor. Then he had to go be a fucking man.
Yeah.
He cheated on his wife not wife, but like maybe wife. I can't remember. Or I think they were engaged for like a really long time.
Yeah. I think it was something like that.
Hey, that's actually sick.
Yeah. Crazy.
Anyways.
But
I do need to give it a watch, though.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. The only other comparison I have, though, is In the Whites. I don't know if you've seen those
No.
snippets on TikTok. I'll show you when we're done recording. But some poor high school out there or middle school or something, an all-white cast did a rendition of In the Heights. And it's so crazy to actually watch and listen to. You're going to die.
That's insane.
Oh my God, closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts? I'll ask one more question for my closing thoughts. Do you know who wrote In the Heights?
Yeah, the same guy. Lin-Manuel Miranda. I know, that's why I said it was going to be a hot take.
We're going to get him.
We're going to get him? Who are we going to get?
We're going to get him. Don't you worry, guys. We're going to get him.
Oh my God. That's like it's like that scene from the TED series. They got him. Who's they? He was a great guy.
That's all I got. What about you? Closing thoughts?
I don't know, man. Stephen Sondheim, rip, but you kind of ate. Your impact on Broadway is forever and one of a kind. Up there with people like Jim Henson, like just iconic artists and stuff like that of the 80s. Like,
Yeah.
and created important literature and media that will probably stand the test of time forever. Because the Muppets aren't going anywhere.
No.
Even though, fuck you, Disney, they're getting rid of Muppet Vision out of Disney World.
I got some fucking beef today with everybody.
Yeah.
Fuck Disney. Fuck Hulu. I think they got a fucking partnership together. Fuck you guys. That sucks.
They're also catching strays because the Epic Universe theme parks that Universal are coming out with. Oh, bitch.
They look so good.
Yeah. First of all, I could spend an entire episode talking about theme parks. Also, my Steven Sondheim rant. That's also a shout out to my mutual on Twitter and also a homie from Michigan, my friend Amanda.
Shout out.
I'm going to edit it just to send it to her and be like, listen, this was for you. Like, you woke this up. Like, I see you. I see you. You woke something up here.
For real.
That's also my FNAF homie.
Love.
But
Queen.
yeah, I guess the 10th episode means, as my final thought, much like how we've talked about everything in this episode, is like being passionate about a lot of cool shit, and being able to share it with other people, like we do here and like we did even before we started doing this, is like why I like doing this and why I like getting into movies and getting into like Broadway and also and other media things and sharing them with you and then having your opinion and then you sharing things with me, and it just makes my life so much more rich. And I love doing this with you. And this podcast is a way for us to also leave like a little stamp, a little corner on the internet for us and like our people. And hopefully more people show up after our stellar production value, courtesy of Maddie. Yeah.
Wait, that was cute. Now I'm gonna go cry probably.
Well, here's to 10 more episodes.
Here's to 10 more episodes. Who knows where this will go?
Yeah.
Swag.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to show you. Now we're going to go watch In the Whites on TikTok, the slime tutorial. Bye.
Bye.
Do, do, do.